Hello everyone, my name is Francine and today I'm going to talk about NVIDIA and how the company works from an organizational behavior perspective. I picked NVIDIA because I actually use the product myself. My PC runs on a NVIDIA GPU and it's not the newest card, but honestly it still works really well when I game. So I've always known about the brand, and what made me curious about how the company operates behind the scenes. In this presentation, I'm going to going to walk through the culture, leadership, and how they motivate employees, some strengths and some weaknesses, and some few recommendations based on what I found. Here's a quick outline of what I'm covering. First, I'll explain NVIDIA's culture, basically what it's like to work there. Then I'll talk about their CEO and his leadership style. After that, I'll go into what motivates employees of NVIDIA and what the company does really well and what they struggle with. And finally, my recommendations. NVIDIA's culture is one of the biggest reasons for their success. They really focus on innovation. They want employees to think creatively, solve big problems, and work on tech that actually matters. One thing I found really interesting is their one team mindset. They try to remove unnecessary hierarchy so people can collaborate easily instead of everything being about job titles. They form teams based on who has the skills needed for a specific project. They also encourage employees to take risk. Failure isn't seen as a bad thing. It's more like, okay, now we know what doesn't work. That makes employees feel more comfortable trying new ideas. Lastly, NVIDIA puts a lot of emphasis on diversity and inclusions, and they really want people with different backgrounds and ideas working together. NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, has really unique leadership style. He's what we'd call a transformational leader, meaning that he inspires people with his vision for the future. He's the kind of leader who likes, here's where technology is headed and here's how we're gonna get there. He's also very hands-on. He's not the type of CEO who sits back and just watches. He actually gets involved in major decisions and product development, which employees really respect. Another part of his leadership is charisma. People describe him as passionate, energetic, and very forward thinking. He communicates in a way that makes people want to follow him because he works closely with executive and makes decisions quickly. NVIDIA is able to innovate faster than a lot of other companies. NVIDIA motivates employees in few different ways. First, they really pay well, not just the salaries, but also stock options. A lot of employees stay because the financial rewards are great. But it's not just about the money. A lot of people say that they feel motivated because their work actually matters. They're building AI, robotics, tech, GPUs, and that's used globally. They also get a lot of independence. You're trusted to take ownership of projects and come up with ideas, and since you're working with really talented people, it pushes everyone to keep learning and improving. The downside of this pace is fast and it can get stressful, but for most employees, the meaningful work plus the rewards helps balances that out. NVIDIA has a lot of strengths. The biggest one is innovation. They constantly create new, powerful technology that sets them apart. They also have a strong brand. Most people who know anything about AI or gaming know NVIDIA. That reputation helps them attract the best talent. Another strength is that employees actually enjoy something important, which helps with motivation and engagement. Even though NVIDIA is really successful, they do have weaknesses. One issue is that work environment, it can be extremely fast-paced with long hours and tight deadlines, which can lead to burnout. Another weakness is that the company depends heavily on GPUs and AI hardware. If the market changes or a computer rises, it could be a risk. And because of the company's growing so quickly, communication can be challenged when teams are spread across different locations, and it's harder to stay on the same page. Based on what I found, I think NVIDIA could improve few areas. First, they should continue supporting work-life balance. Better workload management and wellness programs would help prevent burnout. Second, they should diversify more, basically expand beyond GPUs and AI hardware into more software and cloud services. That would help protect them from market changes. And third, they should strengthen communication systems, especially as they continue expanding worldwide. Our communication makes team more efficient. Clear communication makes team more efficient. And finally, they should keep focusing on employee development, more training, mentoring, and career growth opportunities. To wrap it up, NVIDIA's success really comes from its culture, leadership, and motivated employees. They're built on an environment where people feel inspired to innovate and push technology forward. This project taught me how much leadership and culture affect employees' behavior and overall performance. It also showed me that even successful companies have challenges like pressure, communication issues, and those things need to be managed. Overall, studying NVIDIA helped me understand how concepts apply in the real companies. Thank you for listening.